ほどね。
Actually doesn't happen. Did it appear on your guys' fate or?
I saw an OD.
I wasn't on Twitter. I like when.
そうだよ、あれ。
ナイス。
これはどう？
時間じゃないでしょ。
いるね。
左が元で右がある。
これはわかる。なってるでしょ。やり方聞いてきた。
And we'll see. It is going back towards the agency. He's basically been able to chill, hopefully, or possibly for the entire game. There's a player on the other side of the box, and that is never what you want to end up doing, is getting right next to two different players and having one aggress you while the other one is like, hold on, this is a free opportunity. He gets it, he gets the materials, not necessarily the loot, and gets right out.
Also immediately going to pop that big pot there, sitting on the 3, knowing he won't necessarily have 5 free seconds later, so he'll take the 25. You hear all the launch pads come out as we have Storm Surge again. 7 players need to go down, and Carrot is going to begin his tunnel. Wall and then ramp above with the standard triangle, and now he's going to look back to zone, not necessarily finding anything, but a great job putting the... Oh my god! Puts the ramp down to force the player up into the cone, edits it back down. Brilliantly played from Coolest Carrot. However, walks directly into a player. We will catch the update there as he makes the drum gun sing. Bop, 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 bop. Wow. Also hits the tack shot into a back-to-back, and then a short launch. Not sure if intentional, but it works out fantastically for him. 3 straight elims and almost into the top 25 for Coolest Carrot on a great run.
This is massive for Coolest Carrot, and he's making everybody pay, but finally Rexu takes him out. But a magical performance there, a quick 5 elims in a row, essentially, and we're now on to Kasri. Lukey's still up in this game, Versa as well. RZ Slow, who you pointed out, just took out Hawkers. So a lot of big names still up. Kasri now trying to take over this tunnel, essentially, and pressure now. He's got it all to himself. The low ground right above the water. A decent spot to stick, and he does find a fish in the box, and then another 200 turns around and closes it out. Kasri is a monster, and now he's on to 7 eliminations and has Brutus's drum gun, gets another one onto row. This is 2 players in a row that we're seeing get multiple strings of eliminations back to back to back, and Kasri going forward more with the piece control. He faces in, and another one. That was Versa. He's up to 9 now.
And we have our top 10. Remember, every single placement here, top 10 is where you get more placements going through. RZ Slow takes out Dementos on the high ground, repping for the controller gang on the console. Can he go through? But Kasri making the flopper play and wants to go for height late. However, super conscious of it is that high ground player as Lukey takes down Aragonis. Kasri putting Brutus's minigun to good work here, but he needs to start working back towards the zone as we get the wide of the shot. You have Slow, Rotary, Lukey on the bottom. Kasri trying to get a piece of that with the minigun as Slow picks up Rotary again. Slow making a claim for it, but Kasri says, calm down. This is my game. 10 elims for him, and he's going to dip into the storm again with 1 more flopper. Has the slurpfish and recognizes everyone has to be out of builds. They all be in. Drop on him, and Nikeva picks him up. Sinji picks up Snazy as well. This is Nikeva's match to lose, as everyone else are literally fish in a barrel. You can't build anywhere else. Desperately trying to connect. 6 rockets. Pump. I mean, this only ends one way, Bala. There's no way.
That it does. There's no way to recover it. You're all the way down in the water, and there's almost nothing to connect to, although he breaks himself out, but the other player's down stuck underneath that in the water, and Nikeva has a couple builds to still reconnect. I'm wondering if there's much left at all down below, and there's not.
Still not in a position of any type of control, but he looks so fluid with everything that he wants to do. Nothing's rattling this man from any layer, from any position whatsoever, but at the end of the day, it'll be HP and a surprise from Matrix getting him down. Right now, Alex going to be all the way at the top of the entire server. CRR trying to just barely make it in, almost taking some fall damage. Has a flopper to heal back up. Verox, the low ground warrior we see time and time again, will dodge a no-scope at the same time. Take out Umi, who looks like he does not know how to operate when things are all the way down to the line. Tries to get that shot off, possibly out of ammo everywhere. Tried his best, but Verox picks him up.
He's going to be able to get that shield potion off just in time now in that 10th place, and he finds another one. This is what I'm talking about. Low ground Ferox with the aim on is something to behold, and he's going to continue down below. Piece control is there. He blocks the launch pad, but now down to 3 builds because of that one sequence of piece control, and he is going to have to try to get in. A fake shield from Mr. Savage, but Ferox reads it. He realizes that it's a possibility of making the edit, and Ferox puts him down in quick fashion. That was disgusting.
And now this will be a land of surprises as the entire zone moves back on pre-built builds all the way around. It'll just be people dropping down back and forth. You have to hit the hardest shots you can. Bappo responds with the second one of his game, but we've seen him come into so many different situations so far, narrowly escaped with his life. Now suddenly behind another pyramid, this player, unknown of his intentions, misses the shotgun, but then switches over to the AR to take Fusion out of the competition. Finally, just 5 players left over towards this endgame. All weapons loaded. The RPGs, although so many players have them, not used due to the congestion, but right now, High Ground might receive the first of this 8th, 9th zone. Drops down, doesn't actually give Baffo an opportunity. He has to back all the way up, a lot of materials to go for the height retake. He does, not with a little bit of pressure first though, and that player, Alex, can't survive in the zone now. A duel of RPGs, top down, from low to height. Who will be the victor here? Baffo drops down, catching himself at the last possible moment. Still trying to survive. 4 builds left in the 180. Very